Hello and welcome to the micro lecture on how to install Python. This micro lecture is supposed to teach you the benefits of Python. It should help you to install Python and also to install a development environment which you need to apply Python. That also constitutes our agenda for today, so we'll start with some reasons why you should use Python, and then we'll talk about the installation of Python and a development environment. So why should you use Python? Basically, in data science, there are two very common programming languages, which is Python and also R. R is more often applied in the statistics community or also in academia, and Python is well established rather in the industry because it's also very versatile and can be used beyond data science for any kind of programming. Another benefit of Python is that it's ideal for beginners. It's quite easy to read and does not use unnecessary delimiters, so that makes it quite easy to use and debug. Moreover, Python is an interpreted language, so code is executed immediately. That oftentimes help to follow the process and find errors rather quickly than later in the process. And what is also very helpful for beginners is that there are many publicly available libraries, so if you need any kind of function, it's usually already coded in some library and you can just apply the library, and there's a very lively community. Also, before ChatGPT, any kind of problem you had, usually someone had it before and asked it on Stack Overflow. So if you have any questions and don't know how to debug an error, just Google it and there probably will be help. So what do you actually need to do to use Python on your computer? First of all, you need to install Python as programming language. Therefore, you can go to the official website python.org and download the suitable version for your computer. Look out for your operating system and then just download it and follow the installation instructions. So now we do have the programming language, however, we still need an integrated development environment. So basically a program that helps you run the programming language. An IDE consists of an editor, a compiler or interpreter, and a debugger. So an editor is basically a surface where you can enter your code. The compiler or interpreter then executes your code, and a debugger helps you find and erase mistakes within your code. So some IDEs can be applied for multiple programming languages, like also C++ or whatever, and some are for one specific language. And you should also, when choosing your development environment, look out what will you use the code for, how many experience do you have, kind of to what needs does it need to attend. And one very popular development environment is Jupyter, which is also a web integrated development environment. And it was, for starters, mostly used in academia, but now it's very commonly applied also in industry. And Jupyter works with notebooks, so single files to store your code, and the benefit of that is that it directly shows your results. So it's very intuitive and interactive, so very suitable for beginners. If you decide to apply Python with the Jupyter Notebook, then install the software Anaconda from the official anaconda.com website. And within the installation process, the computer asks you to set Anaconda as default for person. So please check that box. And then you can open the Anaconda Navigator, and this has different kind of functions. You could also apply RStudio, which is the software to run R, the other programming language I was earlier talking about. But it also includes the Jupyter Notebook, so you can open it via the Anaconda Navigator, and then you can start coding in your notebooks. An alternative to using Jupyter Notebook as part of the Anaconda package installed on your computer is to use Google Colab, which is a cloud-based Jupyter Notebook environment provided by Google. So what is basically the significance of Google Colab is that you don't need to install it. You can access it anywhere from any device via the internet. That's like the up and also the down of it, because you do need internet. The like Anaconda version of Jupyter Notebook you can run on your computer without any internet connection. What is also good about Google Colab is that you get free access to GPUs for intensive computations, which you might need for machine learning algorithms, especially for hyperparameter tuning. The downside is that you usually have timeouts, so you can run code parallel on different GPUs, but at some point you might run into a timeout. Obviously, then you can also use the Jupyter Notebook version, which you can install. Then you don't have timeouts, you just sometimes need a little bit time and block your computer for that, or at least don't do anything GPU intensive otherwise on your computer. And what's also a very great advantage about Google Colab, also why its name is Colab, is that it's great for collaboration. So you can live code together with other people, you can comment part of your code stating something like, do we need this part, what does it do, can we change it? So it's very great for group work. So I hope this lecture helped you to understand the benefits of Python, so why it's a very useful programming language and why it might help you to solve some interesting use cases with machine learning. And I also hope that it's a help to install Python and install a suitable development environment. And yeah, then I now wish you good luck coding, and remember, it's frustrating in the beginning, but once you get the hang of it, it's really fun and exciting to get your results. Thank you very much for your attention.